Big bro, Cupid Black.
It's time to get your house cleaned, washed, a whole spa. To my business owners that have their own buildings, you know you need that building to have a little extra shine. You need a little spa time. We are here with the one and only Juan Sharp, owner of Too Sharp Cleaning Services. Welcome back to the Sophia D Radio Show. We are so glad that you're back with one of my greatest friends, small business owner. Support your local businesses as we love to support each and every one of them. And this is one person I know that has great service because you have cleaned my house.
That's right.
It got a good bath because they're dirty. Because we right by the main road, so you know we collect everything. And sometimes everybody.
Right.
Birds hitting the door. Did you not see that's the door right there? Bloop. And I got to tell my husband, please go put that bird in a box and give it a whole funeral because you didn't even realize there was a door right there.
Oh
so
my God.
I said what I said. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're so glad to have you on.
I'm
going to try to be on my best behavior because this guy is also a pastor and y'all know he might have to anoint me to come back and do the work of the Lord.
Listen, I'm ready when you're ready, okay?
So, Juan, I want to ask you this question because you know, I know your story, but I want you to tell the people your story. Tell us about the journey that led you to start Too Sharp Cleaning Services.
Yeah, so back in 2012, I actually just recently looked at this. Back in 2012, that's when I originally started Too Sharp Cleaning, or Too Sharp Power Washing. It used to be called Too Sharp Pressure Washing or Power Washing. Fast forward, I was knocking on doors, putting out hangers and flyers. Didn't get one call. Not one call, so I quit. I was like, you know what, this don't work. I'm gonna go ahead and just go work at UPS.
Yeah.
Freshly graduated out of college, I'm working at UPS. I get a job at Windstream. I'm like, man, I got a bachelor's degree. Why am I throwing boxes? So fast forward, went to Windstream, learning networking, and they laid me off. And I ended up taking the severance package, and I bought a power washer. And I was power washing my house, and a guy pulled up. I will never forget this. A guy pulled up, was like, "Hey, you do this for a living?" I was like, "Yeah. Let me get your number." It's like, "Yeah, I got my house. I want to do my house." I'm like, "Yo," and from there it just took off from there. And God has just been blessing us throughout this entire journey. But that's how I originally started, and that's how we got started. Was I got laid off, so. If I would have never got laid off, I probably would have never came back and started.
So what sets Too Sharp Cleaning Services different from the other cleaning services or pressure washing businesses in the area?
I think it's our connection to the customer. It's not just about the transaction of service, but more of a relationship. I feel like we connect with the customer in a way that I think most probably can't. I think that's our niche, though. It's just connecting with the customer.
And that's why those 5-star reviews are highly important, because I know I gave you a 5-star review.
Thank you.
I'm critical on reviews. I'm like, first of all, this is what they did. I don't know why they did it this way.
Right.
But no, I remember when you came to our home, it was so professional. You were there. It was simple fact. The text, like, I'm on my way, I'm a few minutes from your home. You were on time, and actually you were a few minutes early, which I love. And then, you know, you were giving us updates throughout the process of cleaning our home, and even gave us recommendations on what we could do on our end. And I think that's just important, because that's the relationship, but that's the trust. That 100%. This particular business is saying this is what you can do to maintain 100%. The upkeep of your home, to keep it, you know, nice and beautiful until it's time for another. Now, does my house need another spa day?
Hey, I got you. Don't worry, I got you.
She ready for another one. If I can just tell God, can you move the sun to the east a little bit more?
A little bit
just so it don't hit my house so hard. Because, you know, she two-tone.
Oh, so, yeah, you getting into...
She light beige in the front. She a little dark beige in the back. Thanks, God. How do you ensure customer satisfaction and maintain high-quality service standards for Too Sharp Cleaning Services?
So, we do continuous training. I'm always training. I'm always looking to get better. Like, that's my thing. I feel like if you stop growing, you die. So that's how I feel like. So I'm always trying to get better in that area. As far as the customer aspect of it, I ask the customer. I literally send like a week later, hey, how does everything look? Are you satisfied? If not, let me know. I'll come back out there and I'll try to rectify any problems that may come up or they may have. But I stand on like 100% customer satisfaction. I think that's another thing that separates us from a lot of people, because, you know, they can do the job and leave and you'll never hear from them ever again.
You know, you talked about growth, Juan. And, you know, you went from the pressure washing to the cleaning services. So did you add something new to the business for it to be a cleaning service now?
How much time we got?
I mean, come on, brother.
So the story with that is, yes, we were doing pressure washing initially at first, just pressure washing. And then my wife had an idea. I was like, yo, we can do cleaning. And that's where I switched the name from pressure washing to Too Sharp Cleaning Service. So now we're offering a cleaning service. Eventually we're gonna, my down the road line is like try to be like the Walmart of cleaning services.
Nice.
So you come to me, I can get your carpet clean, your upholstery clean, your house clean, your windows clean. Like, I want it to be like the Walmart. But anyway, fast forward, we end up adding interior cleaning, residential and commercial, and the residential didn't go as planned. It was a lot of work, and it just wasn't business efficient for us. And plus, my wife ended up having a stroke after our last child, so I kind of like took her out of the business, and solely now we kind of going back to just pressure washing and commercial cleaning, because it's a little bit faster, a little easier. So that's how we got both of those companionships. But like I said, I'm eventually going to branch out to do carpet cleaning, network with different other small business owners, so we could connect and just grow together. Right? So if you're a carpet cleaner or you're a upholstery cleaner, hey, let's connect.
And shout out to Miss Sharp. I love you, girl. You are amazing.
She is.
She came through that.
Boy mom all day, too.
All day. It's still looking good. It's still staying busy.
Yes. Nothing but the glory to God.
And it's not going to be a Walmart service. It's going to be a Target service.
Hey, yes. Come on. Oh, yeah.
A little bougie-fied.
Sprinkle a little bougie on there. Sprinkle a little bougie.
Juan, can you share any challenges you faced as a small business owner and how you've overcome those challenges?
Ooh, I got a lot of those. Let's see. I think one of the first ones I would say is money. Finances.
Yes.
That would be like the top one. From getting it to managing it and keeping it in track record. One of the best books I've ever read, or well, I'm not a great reader, but I do audio books too. It's a book called Profit First. That changed for me to be able to track my money a little bit better when it came to my business, especially for us smaller. It's so easy to mix up, you know, your personal with your business money. So that book really helped you separate it in a way that that's sufficient for you.
And for entrepreneurs or, you know, new business owners that are, you know, trying to get everything started off the ground, you know, what advice can you tell them about, you know, at least the credit score aspect? You know, that your personal credit needs to be...
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's really no way around that.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so with the credit, so I'm going to be 100% transparent. We can be hot on this and everything.
Yeah, we're going to be hot.
All right.
Hot tea.
All right, so I'm still working on that. I don't have the best credit at all. So what I do it from cash, a cash base.
Yeah.
So I don't get anything, I don't buy anything on credit or anything like that. So for me, it took a while. That's why it's taking so long, because I don't borrow money.
Yeah.
Everything I have is paid for.
Yeah,
I don't owe anyone. Now, here's a blessing. Can I give a testimony?
Please.
So, when I first started this business, I had a certain size machine that was not really efficient for the task. It took hours to finish houses when we power washing, and I put a Facebook post out. I don't know if you remember this, but I did a Facebook post, and I went on there. I was like, hey, I got about 1,000 friends. I said, hey, I need about $10 from everybody to help me grow my business from one level to the next. Within 24 hours, I had $2,400.
Wow. Like,
just from that one post. I mean, people were Cash Apping me, Venmo me. People I knew from years ago that I don't even know that was watching me and things like that. So I was able to take that money and buy a lot of the stuff from the God's grace and people that helped give to our business. That's how I went forward a little faster. So the money is hard. Now, if you don't have none, just start asking people.
Yeah. What I tell my mentees, I'm like, shoot, you better tell mama and grandma and them, your birthday coming up, tell them you need gift cards. Tell them, if you're going to do this kind of business, give me a gift card here, because that's less money out of your pocket.
100%.
And my pastor even say, shout out to Pastor Ron Carpenter. Pastor Ron even say, do it with cash. Don't borrow. If you can, in some situations you have to.
Right.
But so you don't have to pay nobody back with that interest.
100%. Because it's gonna cost you.
Oh yeah.
It takes money to make money.
Yeah.
But for me personally, in this journey, right, in this season of my life with the business, I typically do everything with cash at this moment. If you want to progress faster, of course you can loan and borrow money, but your credit got to be right. Yeah. And then you can build your business credit. I don't know if I answered that.
No, you did. No. One thing you talked about just a few minutes ago, you were talking about how you were knocking on the door and just trying to get people to say yes, and then this guy saw you pressure wash your home, but that's good marketing though. And what strategies do you think has helped your marketing for your business?
Personally, my own personal charisma, I think. Just my personality type. I'm in front of the camera like, hey, what's up? I'm over here power washing. Yeah. I think that's, one of my advantages to marketing. But if I was to tell someone that was getting into business or whatever field you're in, put your money in marketing first. What good is all this equipment and you don't got nobody to use that equipment on?
But one thing I like, it's not even your charisma and just the person you are. What I think what really connects a lot of your customers to you, I love your good morning videos. They are like, I'm like, hey Juan, like I'm just so happy, like, and they're the simplest. You're like, good morning, Too Sharp Cleaning Services.
That's right.
And I'm just like, I love that because it is in the morning. You're usually at somebody's house or at somebody's business getting ready to work, and it's like, wow, this is how I'm going to connect with the people. Yeah. And you have all this great energy. Yeah. And, it probably touches somebody because you're like, I don't even want to be to work.
Yeah.
And then I get my little notification. I'm like, what is Juan doing? Good morning! Out on location. What Too Sharp Cleaning Services?
Oh, man. Yeah, I gotta be more consistent with those. But yes. I mean, my thought behind that is just be thankful for every morning. Yeah. And that's why I do it.
Yeah. So how do you stay updated with the latest technology trends in the industry to continue to thrive as a business owner?
Yeah, we like I said earlier in the interview, I'm addicted to growth. I'm obsessed with it. So I'm always looking. I'm in Facebook groups. I am going to conferences when it comes to business or pressure washing specifically. So I'm always going somewhere in a year. If I do 2 conferences a year, that would be great. So I'm always constantly trying to find out what's next.
Yeah. Can you share maybe one of your greatest moments or achievements as a business owner?
My greatest moment is when my price went up. No, I'm just kidding.
No, listen. Inflation.
No, it's when I really noticed we were making money.
Yeah.
For many of those years after I lost that job and we went in this, faith, just straight faith. I went into it, and I remember writing in my journal, I just want to make $5,000 a month. If I could just do 5,000.
Yeah.
And to see where we are now, and I think that is like one of my biggest accomplishments, and the way that God just orchestrated everything from, I started literally from the bottom, like nothing.
It's two things that you just said that I really want you to kind of expound on, because as a professional, so yes, y'all remember I do have a professional job. We just finished doing vision board parties for this 6-week career development series I've developed for our college students.
Yeah.
And I started out the conversation with, write the vision down and make it plain. So elaborate a little bit more on this whole thing of being laid off, really stepping out on faith with the unknown, and then with the journaling, because I think a lot of people still think journaling does nothing, and it's not even journaling, but it's just writing down what your goals are. I think it's accountability.
100%.
But a man to tell young men, I kind of want you to expound on that a little bit.
I've probably been journaling now for the last 4 or 5 years. It has really changed my life. I live by I practice these 3 things: write it down, stare it down, get it down. Write it down is putting it in my journal. Like you said, Habakkuk 2, make the vision, right, to make it plain. Because you want to be able to track what God is doing in your life. So I wrote down, I want a pickup truck. We want 2 vacuum cleaners at the time we were doing interior. We want this, and I want a water tank, and I want a trailer. And eventually, as the years was progressing, I was able to check those things off. And I'm like, wow, okay, we're actually doing something here. And it helps me remember what God is doing. And so I don't just forget. So when hard times come, it's like, oh man, God ain't with me. It's not that. I see God got a good track record. So I'm able to write those things out. And outside of that, my journaling personally, I think everybody should. If you're not journaling, listen to me, journal. If you are not writing down at least once a week or 3 times a week in a journal, just express your thoughts and your feelings. I think that is so important to any and everybody, whether you're in business or whatever you're doing, because it just helps you to release, I guess, in a way. For me, that's what it does for me, and I'm able to, again, look back. So if I'm in December in 2025, I can look back in 2024 and say, all right, what was I going through? What was the season like? And I think it's very, very important to journal.
What? You kind of talked about this earlier with, the advertisement aspect, but, and really standing out from some of the other businesses. But how do you handle competition? So as a business owner of 2 businesses, there is competition within, we are geared just for radio, but it has a podcast feel. So people call this a podcast, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to call it a podcast, but I do have competition with other podcasters. So how do you handle that competition? Because I know there are people that you're connected with that do the same thing, and there's really not competition because y'all will actually help each other.
Yes, some of us.
Yeah, not all.
No, it is what it is. How do I deal with competition? Honestly, I don't. I live by Deuteronomy, I think it's 8:18. It says that don't remember that the Lord gives you the power to get wealth. So I'm really not fazed by it that much, and I live by a principle called the exception. I just believe in my own heart, in my mind, I'll be the exception. Whether you're killing it, I'm gonna still kill mine too. So I don't let it bother me too much. Not too much. No.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own niche.
Yeah. So I mean,
we can't service everyone.
Listen, you know how many houses live in Greenville? In
Oh.
Spartanburg.
I know Greenville because we in Greenville. They keep putting them up.
Yeah, listen, it's way too many houses
Yes.
and way too many people for you to get all the work. So I'm bound to get something.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I don't let them bother me.
What advice would you give to a new entrepreneur that wants to do pressure washing, cleaning services?
Gotcha.
Maybe think about, where you started to where you are now. What advice would you give that young person?
Right. Just like I said earlier, the first one would be the write it down, get it down, or write it down, stare it down, get it down. So write it down, write what you want to do, stare it down, meaning look at it. Can you see this with your eyes closed? Can you have faith enough to believe for whatever you want to do, and just stare it down and constantly focus on that? The last one is get it down, and when I'm speaking of get it down, I mean get good at it. Develop your competence around whatever skill that you're trying to accomplish. So I would definitely encourage a person to do those three things and then jump into marketing. Practically, you jump into marketing. Okay, you want to knock on doors, pass out flyers, get on Facebook, create your account on Instagram, TikTok, do videos. I mean, start with marketing. That was the very first thing I wish I would have did. I think I would have been a lot further than I am now if I would have started with that. So, but I didn't know. So I had to learn the hard way.
Same here. What ways is Too Sharp Cleaning Services giving back to the community?
Okay, so let's see. We offer every now and again, maybe a quarter, where we do some free house washes or even commercial concrete in front of the buildings. We offer that. I'm actually part of our church. Of course, I'm a pastor. I call myself a pastorpreneur. I didn't coin that, but maybe I should. So I heard somebody else say, I said, pastorpreneur. I like that. I like that. Yeah. So at our church, we do give at our church, and that gives to an organization called the Good News Club. Okay. Which gives they go into schools and give them an opportunity to learn about Jesus outside of the school, and they do like a Sunday school type of lesson, and we give to that as well. And I'm looking, I don't know if anybody out there knows, but because of my wife had a stroke, I would like to find some kind of organization that helps with physical therapy, and for stroke victims to relearn, function in their disability. So we're looking for that. I haven't found an organization yet, but those are different things that we do currently to give back.
Nice. Yeah. So listen, I don't want you to leave, brother.
Thank you.
But come back again, okay?
We'll make it happen.
You're always welcome back on the show. Support Too Sharp Cleaning Services, y'all. I'm talking about, I'm not saying this because he's a friend and a family member of ours. I'm telling you from experience cleaning our home, because she looked good for about a whole year. And then they kept building further down the street, so we kept getting more traffic. Yes. She needed a whole nother spot. But when I am ready, I'm going back to Too Sharp Cleaning Services.
Listen.
So if you have a home, a business, support Too Sharp Cleaning Services, local here in the upstate area. We want, and then also just being a Black business owner as well. A lot of companies are really looking more to the minority businesses, so we can be able to shine and show our services as well. So how can people follow you on social media? How can people, say, you know what, I think I want you to wash my house?
You can visit us on our website at www.toosharpcleaning.com. You can find us on Facebook at Too Sharp Cleaning Service, and Instagram Too Sharp Cleaning Service, Google Too Sharp Cleaning Service. Those are pretty much those handles there.
And don't forget 5-star review.
Hey, 5-star.
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 5-star review. Hey, 5-star. 5-star review. Hey, it's Sophia D, baby, with my brother Juan Sharp. All right, we'll be back with another episode coming soon.
make me miss you every second. Damn.